This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so yesterday we talked about certain basics related to profit center and then cost center. In today's session, we will try to create profit center, cost center using LSMW and LTMC. Okay, for that, what we are going to do, let me open. Anybody has any company code, any dummy company code, wherein we can use this company code for LSMW recording practice or testing?
Yes, sir.
KF0. What's the company code? Sorry, controlling area.
VVGN.
Or one sec. I think KE53. KE53. I think server is working slow. Controlling area. Let's try with AP00. I think it should have. Please be on mute if you're not talking. SC16N. Now to check if there are any profit centers or not for your specific controlling area, table for checking profit center is CEPC. Okay, I'll pass CEPC here. CEPC is the table for profit centers. It's working really slow. Let me re-log in. SE16N. Nothing, some issue with server only. It's really slow. CEPC table. Let me inform the server. Okay, I'm not going to put any controlling area here. I'll just click on number of entries to check count of the existing profit centers in the system. On the table, before you click on execute directly, it is always recommended you click on number of entries first, so that you will come to know the volume of the data, whether you have so many records or less records. Okay, it shows 0. How come it shows 0? Entries found 0. Zero K E5 profit center basic settings. Let me check if these settings are available for controlling area AP00. AP00. So here these settings are already available. Let me go here. KE53 once again. Nothing is available. Controlling area AP00. No. Okay, what we will do, let us create one test profit center first to understand how profit center master is created, what information we require. To create a profit center, I'll put here. So let me write profit center master data and cost center master data. Okay, this is 1, this is 2. We will have to create this master records in the similar sequence. First, you have to create the profit center. Based on the profit center, you are going to create cost center, because inside the cost center, we have to assign the profit center. Your cost center master is dependent on profit center. Without profit center, you are not supposed to create a cost center. Okay, cost center must have valid profit center inside it. So that is the reason first we'll have to create profit center. After that, we'll have to go to cost center. Now for this profit center, usually you are going to have some naming convention. So 6 digits minimum is your cost center. Sorry, profit center should always contain a minimum 6 digits. Cost center should have 10 digits. This is strictly 10 digits everywhere. Don't create 3 digit, 4 digit, 5 digit cost centers. That is not the way we create in a real environment. Make sure that your cost centers strictly represent a 10 digit number. Profit center, ensure it is 6 digit minimum, and you can also create 7, 8, 9, 10 digits, but ensure 6 digit is the minimum range or length for your profit center. And you can have any naming convention for your profit center creation. When I say naming convention, by looking at the profit center code, you must be able to understand what is this profit center representing, or which product line, whatever it is, this profit center code is representing. In short, if we go ahead with this is 6 digit length, I'll remove this minimum. We are going ahead with 6 digits. I might say that 4 plus 2. When I say 4 plus 2, this is 4 digits plus 2 digits. So when I say 4, I'll say the first 4 digits will represent my company code. Next 2 digits will represent the sequence. This is one approach that you can follow. When I say this, if my company code is DEIN, first 4 digits of my any profit center in this company code will be DEIN. Next 2 digits will be sequence. I might put 01, 02, 03 and so on. With this logic, I'll be creating profit center like DEIN01, DEIN02, DEIN03, because you are going to have common controlling area. Under one controlling area, you will be having different company codes. In every company code, there are separate profit centers. By looking at profit center, you must understand, okay, this profit center belongs to this company code. And by looking at the sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, make sure that you are able to understand 1 represent laptop, 2 represent a desktop, and so on, according to the structure that you are designing. On the other side, if you take your cost center, this will be 4 plus 2 plus 4. This will be 4 plus 2 plus 4. Here, first 4 digits I'll talk about company code. Next 2 digits I'll talk about profit center. Last 4 digits I'll talk about sequence. Okay, first 4 digits will represent the company code. So I'll put DEIN is the company code. Next 2 digits will represent the sequence of your profit center. So profit center above code is 01, 2 digits. I've taken this. In short, if you look at the first 6 digits of your cost center, should be exactly the same as your profit center. By looking at the cost center, you must know which department this cost center belongs to and which profit center this cost center belongs to. Because first 6 digits are talking about company code plus profit center. After this, you can put any sequence of your choice. Like you have admin, management, finance, HR, logistics, sales, transportation, different cost centers you may be creating. Based on your requirement, you can have a fixed naming convention or sequence. I'll say 1 series, 2 series, 3 series, 4 series from the 7th digit onwards. I may say here 1001. If I look at this cost center code, I must understand first 4 digits. Okay, is representing the company code. Next 2 digits are representing profit center code. Last 4 digits are representing my sequence of cost center. Clear? Here also let me put DEIN in one sequence. You can proceed with any logic, but this is the most commonly used logic. Because tomorrow when you're answering in your interview, if you say that you created cost centers, profit centers, the first question that they're going to ask you is what is the naming convention you have used. When somebody is asking you about naming convention, they mean the logic for creating the master data. If you are creating cost center, if you are creating profit center, can we create any digits or any name that comes in our mind? No, you are not supposed to create likewise. You must have a fixed naming convention, a fixed logic for defining a cost center, profit center. Whoever is creating based on the same instructions, based on the same guidelines, one has to create a new cost center or profit center. Now, these kind of guidelines are part of your initial project, initial implementation project. Same logics are created across your company life cycle to create any new cost center or profit center. Okay, for now, what I am going to do, I am going to create one profit center, a test profit center to understand how this is created in SAP. Because before you do any LSMW recording or any LTMC uploading, you have to understand what data is needed to create a profit center. Accordingly, you are going to prepare your upload template or upload file. Straight away, we are not supposed to get into the file or recording to experiment. That is wrong. First, you need to have a clarity how you are doing it manually. Based on your manual understanding, you have to get into Excel upload or LTMC LSMW. Let's now create one profit center. Logic that we are adopting is DEIN01. But this naming convention we are going to use in our company code DEIN. For now, we are going to create a profit center in some other company code. To create profit center, T code is KE51. Let me put KE51 here. Enter. Here you have controlling area. You need to change this controlling area first. If it is not your controlling area, make sure you change the controlling area here. Put controlling area here. If not, from extras you will find set controlling area. Sometimes what will happen, you will not be able to change controlling area here. But this problem will not happen in real time, because when you are working in a real time for a particular client, your client is going to have single controlling area. By default, it will take the same controlling area. There is no point of changing the controlling area when you are working in a project. But when you are working in the test system for practice purpose, you may be creating multiple company codes. You may be working with multiple controlling areas. On some screens, it is not possible for us to change controlling area. In such cases, on your menu bar from extras, you have to change your controlling area. If not, there is a T code for it, which is your OKKS. I should not open multiple screens. It is working slow. Okay. If I open transaction code OKKS, this will ask me to change the controlling area. Wherever you feel that you are not able to change your controlling area, use the transaction code OKKS. Here it will ask you to set your controlling area. When you set controlling area here, and if you are sure that you have only one controlling area, whenever you log in, you want to display only that controlling area, put controlling area, click on save. Save as user parameters. If you click on this, by default, all your SAP screens will represent AP00 controlling area. But this is recommended only in your real environment, not on the practice environment. Okay, don't do this. Just click on continue, so that for one time this controlling area will be set. I'll go back. Now to create a profit center, what is required? First, you need a profit center code. Just like that, you are not supposed to create any profit center code. You will have a naming convention. According to the naming convention, you need to decide your profit center code. According to our understanding, we are going ahead with 6-digit profit center code. So I am going to put test01 here, because this is not our controlling area. We are only using this to understand how profit center is created. Put test01, which is 6 digits in length. Controlling area is AP00. Copy from we are not going to use. In case if you have existing profit center, you want to copy all the parameters of existing profit center. In such case, you are going to use copy from. Otherwise, we don't use this. After this, click on master data, or click on enter on the keyboard, or click on enter on this SAP screen. Click enter. This is what you are getting. You've got profit center 01. Status of profit center is currently inactive. Create. For you to use a profit center, make sure your profit center status must be active. Okay, your profit center status must be active. To save, this is the icon. But if you look at this, this is save as inactive. If your profit center is inactive, you will not be able to post a transaction to the profit center. So always, whenever you are creating a profit center, or whenever you are changing a profit center, you are not supposed to save it. You are supposed to activate this. You will find this icon called activate. This activate icon will perform two things. It will save the profit center. It will activate the profit center. Okay. So first one, you'll have to put analysis period. This analysis period represents from when to when this profit center is valid. Okay, we have to be very careful when you're doing this analysis periods. Later on, it is a little tricky part to change the analysis period if you miss out. We are going to execute all these as different scenarios, changing your analysis period, changing the different records in your profit center, and if you are making any changes in profit center master, how this is going to affect your business. Okay, once we are on the transactions, we are going to see all these things practically with live scenarios. So as of now, whenever you are trying to create a profit center, system will default the current year's beginning date. I am trying to create profit center in 2023 calendar year. So what system is going to do? It is going to take calendar year beginning date. 2023 beginning date is 1st January 2023. By default, this year will be taken here. If you want this date, it is fine. If you want a different validity date, you'll have to manually come and change here. Okay, and valid to date is always 31/12/9999, so that this is valid for all the future. Name, I'll put test PC01, test profit center 01. This is short text, this is your long text. User responsible, normally we are not going to give this. In short, in short, this is the person who is responsible for this profit center or the head of this product. If the person who is responsible for this profit center or the person who is head of this profit center has one SAP user ID, SAP logon ID, then you will be assigning that user ID here. But normally we don't use this. This column we will not be using it. Next to one person responsible, you'll have to put who is the responsible person or who is the owner of this profit center or this product. I'll say Mr. A. This name will be mentioned. Next one is department. This department is a code which is of your free text. Normally we understood that for any project in any organization, for consolidation purpose, we will be using BPC. Okay, for consolidation or for group reporting purpose, we will be using BPC. In BPC system, you are going to have separate chart of account, separate profit center, separate cost center. Cost center of BPC is different. Profit center of BPC, profit center of cost center. Cost center of your BPC, profit center of your BPC, chart of account of your BPC is different. It's a different master record from BPC side, and the same set of master record from your SAP is different. So what we are going to do, whatever the profit center code that you are creating in BPC, that BPC profit center code you will be assigning in the department column here. Because end of the day, you are going to do your consolidation in BPC. In BPC, you may be having single profit center. Okay, in BPC, you may be having single profit center. This profit center code you are going to assign in your SAP profit center so that it's easy for you to understand, okay, this profit center is related to this profit center in BPC. So currently I am putting BPC PC here just to remember that this field is used to represent or connect to BPC profit center. Next one, profit center group. This profit center group is nothing but profit center hierarchy. Now when we talk about profit center group or profit center hierarchy, it's all about grouping your profit centers for the reporting purpose. When we talk about grouping the profit center for the reporting purpose, for a simple example, let's assume that we are operating with Dell India, Dell Computers India. If you feel, if I say you that Dell is in India, Dell is in US, Dell is in Saudi, Dell is in Australia, Dell is in Singapore, and so on. If this is the situation, if this is the scenario, what we are going to do, we are going to assign or we are going to create profit centers everywhere. In every company code, you will have separate profit center master, separate cost center master. Here I'll say in Dell India, I am going to use laptop, desktop, accessories, servicing. Same is the case in all of my company codes, right? I may be having different company codes in different countries. Let's say Delhi is operating in around 50 countries. Let's assume that you are operating in 50 countries, which means you are going to have 50 company codes. In 50 countries, in 50 company codes, your business is going to be the same. It is just that you are operating in a different country, but you are dealing with the same product. Or in certain countries, there may be a different product. What I am going to do, I am going to have same profit center. Laptop profit center will be there in India. Laptop profit center will be there in US, Saudi, Australia, Singapore, in all of your countries. When I am having like this, tomorrow if I want to see what is my overall transactions for laptops, what is my overall transaction for desktop, I want to group these profit centers. If I want to group these profit centers, I need to have a proper hierarchy designed. When I say proper hierarchy, we represent profit center group. In this profit center group, what I am going to do, I am going to create laptop, desktop, accessories, and servicing. I am going to create these things as my hierarchy or group. This I am going to call it as hierarchy as profit center group. When I mean this, or when we create like this, whenever I am creating a profit center, whenever I am creating a profit center, I have to represent this profit center belongs to which group. If I'm trying to create laptop related profit center for India, I may say laptops India. So laptops India falls under laptop category. I'll have to select profit center group as laptop, so that tomorrow if I want to run a report for the complete laptops, I'm not going to give the individual profit center. I am going to give this profit center group or profit center hierarchy called laptop. By default, it will give me all the 50 profit centers or whatever the number of profit centers representing laptop. Similarly, desktop, accessories or servicing. So if you are creating a profit center group, you have to ensure that at what level you are going to generate your profit center reports. Accordingly, we have to create the groupings. Okay, it's a pure reporting requirement. Based on our reporting requirement, we will have to design profit center group or profit center hierarchy. Just for the sake of creating, we are not supposed to create this. At least one profit center group or at least one profit center hierarchy is mandatory. This mandatory profit center group or profit center hierarchy is the top node. When I say top node, this is the highest level. Any profit center that you create is under the profit center hierarchy defined in your basic settings of profit center, which is 0K E5. If you see 0K E5 here, in this 0K E5 transaction is where we are going to activate profit center accounting. In this, if you see standard hierarchy, we have defined as AP00 underscore PC. By default, system will take all your profit centers into this. But if you have a different requirement, like I want to see all my laptop profit centers separately or whatever the way you want, accordingly, you have to design your own hierarchy. All your customized or own hierarchies will represent below this standard hierarchy. Any group, any hierarchy you are going to create will be below this standard hierarchy. Okay, I'll come out. Now on your profit center screen, you have profit center group. Here, if I click on drop down, So in this controlling area, currently there are three profit center groups or three profit center hierarchy. If you look at the first one, AP00 underscore PC, this is your top node. This is called as your standard hierarchy. Under standard hierarchy, you have laptop, you have mobile, anything you might create here. So currently what I am doing, I am going ahead with standard hierarchy PC only, AP00 underscore PC. Because in this company code, we are only going to create to understand what fields are needed, how we are going to create this. After giving this, you have something called segment. So before creating your profit center master, we have to decide whether we are going ahead with segmental report or not. Segment is combination of profit center. Segment is nothing but group of profit centers. Okay. How I am going to create the segments? For example, I want to create segment as my city. If I want to create segment as my city, whatever the profit centers that I have in one city, I am going to create all these profit centers under that segment. So that whenever I call a segment, segment will bring me the list of profit centers. So currently I am not assigning any segment here. When we are doing it for our company code, we are going to do this. Okay, currently we are not creating any segment. We are only creating profit center. But if you are going ahead with segmental reporting, then you have to use segment, otherwise not needed. When we say segmental reporting, it represents your client wants to generate trial balance, P&L, balance sheet at segment level also. Okay. Now, after filling up all this information, important point that you'll have to remember here is you have to go to this tab called company code. If I go to this company code tab, you will have the company code list here, which is assigned to this controlling area. Whatever the controlling area you have, you will be able to assign multiple company codes to your controlling area on a condition of same chart of account and same fiscal year variant. Assuming you have around 40 company codes in one controlling area, any new profit center you are going to create, by default you will find 40 company codes here. System will try to assign your profit center to all of the company codes. Normally that is not the right approach. One profit center is strictly supposed to be assigned to one company code. Okay, we are not going to use one profit center in multiple company codes. That is not recommended. So you have to decide if you are going to use this company code for first, if you are going to use this profit center for first company code, you put this tick mark enabled for first company code, remove the other tick marks. Okay, if you have so many company codes, you just need to use here select deselect all. You need to click on select all and then you need to click on deselect all. Sorry, it's not deselecting. Okay, you need to remove this and make sure only for your company code this assignment is enabled. Once this is done, if you want to maintain any additional information like address and all, you can put this here, but normally we don't use this. If you want to put any additional information related to this profit center for the reporting purpose, you will assign it here, and in your reporting you will be extracting this information from these tables. After this, if you go to indicator, here you need to put lock indicator. In case if you want to block the profit center from further postings, you need to tick lock indicator here. I'm not locking this. If I lock, this profit center will not receive any postings. Okay, we are not locking this. And I'll go to basic data again. This is what we have filled up. 1. Profit center. 2, 3 is your dates. 4, 5 is your description. 6, 7, 8 is your person responsible, department, profit center group, and ninth one is your assignment. In short, 9 fields is what we are using to create a profit center. Once you give this, click on this icon called activate. And you have to ensure that you are able to create the profit center without any error manually. Only if you are able to create a profit center manually without any error, you have to proceed with LSMW or LTMC. Straight away, it is strictly not recommended you directly go to LSMW or LTMC to create profit center. That is not the right approach. Please do not go in that way. Now we've created one profit center. Let me check in the table. Earlier when we checked in the table, we were getting 0 records, no profit center. Okay, maybe somebody deleted the profit centers. We'll have to check. I'll now click on number of entries. If it is still showing 0, something is wrong with the database. If really there were no profit centers earlier and now we have created one profit center, it has to show 1. Still it is showing 0, which means this number of entries is not working fine. And when these kind of things happen in your real environment, you are going to notify the technical team. When you talk about technical team, you are representing ABAP, you are representing basis. They will check why system is not able to show the number here. Okay, close this. I'll click on execute now. It has to give us the list of profit centers of all the controlling areas, because I did not put any controlling area here. We are expecting the complete list of controlling areas along with the profit centers. Okay, there are 203 profit centers. You see this 203 count here. If you go back, if you click on this number of entries, it is supposed to show 203 count here, which is not happening. Okay, let me stop this. Now let us try to create profit center using LSMW. So to do LSMW, T code will be LSMW. So here I'll put ZPRCTR, profit center. You are free to put anything that you wish to put, but make sure you are going to use short numbers, short length. You put big numbers, and when you are actually trying to specify the file, assign the file, system will have a character limitation there. It will not allow you to upload the file or assign the file. So you will face problems there if you put big names. So always try to put short length naming conventions, especially for LSMW projects. After this, click on create. I'll only put PC here, profit center, profit center, profit center. Execute. First one, define object attributes. Execute this. As usual, whenever you open any screen of LSMW, it will be in display mode. Click on change mode. Batch input recording is what we will be using. Click on this recording overview. Add a new entry for your recording. I'll put ZPRCTR, profit center. I'll put description as PC. Okay. Transaction code for profit center creation is KE51. I'll put KE51. Click on continue. So here make sure your controlling area everything is given. I am going to put profit center code as test02, controlling area as AP00. After this I'll click on this master data. Click on master data. This screen came up. I'll have to put analysis period. I'll have to type manually 01/01/2023 till 31/12/9999. Short text, long text. I'll put test PC02. Here also test PC02. After that we've used person responsible. I'll put Mr. B. Department, I'll say we've used this for BPC. I'll put BPC PC2. Profit center group. Open this drop down. Select this one. Segment we are not using it currently. After filling up this information, we went to company code. Okay, in company code by default all the company codes are enabled. So let's tick this company code AP10. Okay, or if you feel that you are getting confused, you can control this from mass transaction also. So I have ticked only for this one. Now you have to click on activate. Okay, I have to untick this and I'll have to keep only tick for AP10. Click on activate icon. Now profit center has been created. First what you'll have to do, you'll have to save this. Once you save this, before you continue with your LSMW, it is mandatory that you are going to check your profit center. Go to display. Using LSMW recording, we created profit center test02. We'll have to open test02, ensure that this is created properly. Sometimes when you upload, if your manual created profit center is incorrectly created, your uploaded template will go wrong. So we need to ensure our manual upload is working fine. Test02. This is what is created using LSMW recording now. Everything has been updated. In company code it is showing AP10. So if you are getting confused, you can ignore this company code. This you can later on modify by removing all the company codes and keeping the respective company code of yours. But this part under basic data, creation of a profit center with active status is mandatory. Now our manual created profit center is working fine. Once it is working fine, you click on default all here. Okay. Okay. Default all is created. If we come down, so if you see here, it is not taking any value here. This is your EL cross. Normally this is, if you see, SAP LRKPM 0298 is the screen number. Here what we have done, on this company code data, I have used 3 times checkboxes. First I removed it, then I enabled it, then I removed this. So 2 times I clicked on AP10 for removing and then adding. 1 time I clicked on AP20 for removing. So total I did 3 clicks. On this LSMW you will find 3 clicks. This one was used to remove the checkbox. This one was used to put the checkbox for AP10. This one was used to remove the checkbox for AP20. Now we do not find any option here, any field name, any field value updated here. Like you got field name here, field description, what value is used. But here it is nothing. So when you find like this, it is better you ignore these fields on your LSMW. Okay, whenever you find like this, no data is coming up in your LSMW, which means system is not able to capture that information. Ignore this. You will be recording or you will be proceeding with this information only. So what I'll do, I'll go to Excel sheet. I am going to copy this information. To copy, Control Y, these fields, Control C, Excel sheet, Control V. Similarly, this value that is updated, copy, paste it here. Next one, field description, copy and then paste it here. After pasting everything, remove the unwanted fields which are not relevant. In short, we've got 10 fields. Save this. Now to make it a template, copy this and here do a right click on paste special, click on transpose. When you do this, you will get data like this. This is your field name. After that, you'll have to take this test data that we have used. Same thing, copy your test data. Below this, do a right click, paste special, transpose, and select all this data. Just fit according to this. This is your test data, put a different color. Now you'll have to prepare your actual data. This template is what you are going to share with your client to fill up the profit center information. So I am going to create PC1001 as a testing purpose in this company code only. Okay, 4 I am going to create. Controlling area will remain same, AP00 for 4. This also same AP00 controlling area. Start
That
date,
we need
end
to
date.
remove.
Which one?
Third one, ref underscore KOKRS. That is not required. No?
This is your controlling area. This is for reference.
This is not required.
Not required. Any field, if we feel that this is not required, we can remove it, but I'm not removing it now.
Okay.
Okay, from your recording, if you feel any of the field which is optional while creating your master record, if you do not want, you can ignore that field from your template. And text, I am going to put same thing, short text, and long text also I'll put the same thing. Here I'll put Mr. X, Mr. Y, Mr. Z, Mr. G. Here BPC code also I'll put BPC1, BPC4. The standard hierarchy, we will be using the same one. Now in short, this is our template. In short, this is your template. This is your test or sample data for profit center. We have not assigned any company code here because your company code information is not being captured here. It is not giving any checkbox or any field name here. So we are not going ahead with this. Save this and let's complete the further settings in LSMW. After clicking on this recording, click on save, go back once again, select this recording, open the drop down so that whatever the recording we did will get picked up here. Save this, go back, source structure, change mode, create, I'll put ZPR CTR1, PC, OK, save this. I'm moving a little fast because we are all aware how this is created. Source structure, click on this, select your source field, click on this table maintenance, come here, paste all your fields, copy, put this here. For everything, type will be character, C everywhere. Profit center is maximum 10 digits in length, but according to you, it's only 6 digits. So no point of keeping 10 here, I'll put only 6. Because we are going to use only 6-digit profit center. This is your controlling area, 4 digits, reference controlling area, 4 digits. This is DATAB. What is this? Valid from, valid to. Any date is 10 digits. 2 plus 2 plus 2 date month separator. So 10 digits. 10 digits. Short text 20, long text I'll put 50. Next one, person responsible, BPC, this one. Person responsible, I'll say 20 characters. BPC, I'll put 20 character. This also I'll put 20 character. If you put more, it is fine. It is not going to stop you. Save this. Go back. Save it. Define structure relations. Open this. Click on this. Save it. Go back. Next one, define field mapping and conversion rule. Open this. Change mode. Go to extras. Auto field mapping. Accept whatever system is proposing. Just keep pressing enter.
We can check that indicator no confirmation also.
Yes. Click on save. Go back. Next one, straight away specify file. Click on this. Change mode. Let's make this file. Copy this data. I'm not taking the heading. Copy. Excel sheet. On desktop, I'll put notepad. I'll put PC. Profit center. Paste this here. Just one backspace to ensure that you're on the last row. Save it. One more point here, before you execute, if you feel that whether this will work or not, make sure you go to OKKS, set your controlling area to ensure that you are not receiving any errors on your practice. Specify file, change mode. On the PC front end, select the file from the desktop, PC. I'll put name as PC. Data is separated based on the tabulator. Field name at the start, I am not ticking this because I did not put any heading. My file contains only the actual records. I am not selecting this. Click on continue. Save this. Go back. Assign files. Execute. Save it. Go back. Read data. Execute. Allow system to read the file. This is taking time because server is working a little slower today. Still uploading.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes,
So when we recording the screen KE51, there at the field we mention only one time our controlling area AP00.
correct.
Then how come in our template it was appearing at the two times?
This is already there, right? Whatever the
Okay,
field has data, that field will get captured.
that from copy from.
Yes, the second one is this one.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay, okay, if this was blank, then you'll not get that.
Right. Sir.
It is still taking time. This is some network issue there, so that's why it's working slow. Any pop-ups? Nothing. Should not take this much time actually. Let me stop and try again. I think it has come now. It disappeared from here. Let me stop this. It's taking long time. Stop. Let me try to log in again and then do it. LSMW, execute. We are at specify assignment is done. We are at read data, right? Let me click on read data, execute. This is still taking time. We'll continue these steps in the evening session. Uploading file. Okay, while this works, I want everybody to do today 2 points. This LSMW profit center you try to create, and you also try to create LTMC profit center. Now everybody knows how to do LSMW, how to do LTMC, right? You can use any company code from the server, okay, or what you can do, you can use AP00 controlling area and AP10 company code. In this only you try to create your profit center. Put your own 6-digit code, maybe your name followed by 1, 2, 3, 4 likewise. But make sure you put only 6-digit. If you are giving more than 6 digits, it is fine. But keep in your mind, the more length you are giving only for the testing purpose. So I want everybody to create minimum 3 to 4 profit centers, once using LSMW and then using LTMC. Clear? So we'll
Sir,
not be
one
able
doubt,
to
sir.
come. Yes.
Sir, is
Go ahead.
LTMC is available in HANA 21?
Yes.
Sir, hello.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. So we are using, creating the profit centers on product line level, right?
Correct.
So, for example, if we are creating a profit center for laptop with a name Profit Lab, so it will be assigned for Dell India, Dell Australia, Dell Abu Dhabi, or Dell China. So we can assign the profit center to this four, right? These four company codes.
No. You mean to say you'll create one profit center, you will assign to 4 company codes?
Yes, sir.
No, that way we will not do it. Every company code will have its own profit center. And to group it, you are going to have a profit center group, profit center hierarchy. Profit center is always company code specific. For every company code, you should have a different set of profit centers.
Okay.
And for
So, sir,
clubbing,
if
grouping purpose, you are going to use this standard hierarchy or the profit center grouping.
okay, okay, got it, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. I don't think this will come now because the server is too slow. I'll stop this. But everybody understood, right, what you need to do? Only the profit center alone you try to create. And in the evening session, I'll complete this LSMW and LTMC for profit center. Okay, if server is working fine, we could have completed this, but the server is very slow.
Sir, in which company code we have to create a profit center?
In each company code, you'll have to create profit center.
No, sir, till evening. Like today, in which company we have to create?
Any company code, you can use the same AP10 company code, not in your company code. You
Okay,
are
sir.
going to create profit center in your company code once we create in Dell India. This one we are doing only to understand how profit center is created. Manually, we have seen how profit center is created using LSMW, using LTMC. After that, we need to finalize what are our profit centers, what is our standard hierarchy. With that actual content, we are going to upload profit center file. For testings, always you should have a different company code. That is only for testing experiments purpose. One company code, two company codes for your actual practice, one company code for your experiments, like this. Now what we are doing is not the actual profit center creation. We are trying to understand whether this is working fine or not. Once this is working fine, once you see one level, you will understand how profit center is created with LSMW and LTMC, what information is required. Accordingly, you will think, accordingly, you will make your data for your actual company codes. Clear? Because it is difficult to understand in one go, to know how exactly you'll have to create a profit center when you're in a project. That's why we are trying to see it as a plain version first, and then according to that we are going to prepare the actual content. I don't think this will come up now. Let me stop this.